Up toast, talk shit and we swallow spit. You niggas fool. Thought y'all was solid. Ain't that about a bitch drip sauce? Mix the Louis with the off-white. You niggas hoes. Game goofy, nowhere boss like. VV's on my chest, Jubilee on my left wrist, and white and blue. B-22s off my checklist. Ride around with 7.6 tools, bitch, we reckless. 30 plus shots if you reach at this necklace. TVC, blast first gang, bitch, we wreck shit. Currency, watch it stack it up like it's Tetris. White on white whips, and I still got the Lexus. Step foot in front of this AR, that's a death wish. It's funny games, so them hollow tips to this funny bone. We sitting with a long ass face, I guess it's money gone. Drop low on two niggas, that shit had me up. Since you niggas pocket, watch you go ahead and add me up. Smack.
We ain't into that. You niggas ain't about a bag, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. That bitch don't fuck it over, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas ain't on the block, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't into that.
It ain't no plan, both sides, that's what the suckers do. I feel the fans been watching close, I gotta stick and move. Glizzy with a drum, thumbing through blue strips when these bitches choosing. They tryna catch me to wet me, that's why I'm sticking moving. Bitch, I'm a thug that hold a grass, so I can't cease to shooting. 100 to the jeweler, 30 on my wrist freezing. I'm overlapping niggas quick, it ain't no competition. Bitches feeling bitter, cause I'm popping and I'm that nigga. Let it fall back, and I'ma rob one of these rapping niggas. The shooters off of E, bounce out and get the gas and niggas. Talk about 100, I spent it twice cause the bag right. Do it for my section, trying to get us at some limelight. Killers on level 4 with no parole, that's facing double life. Broke it out, the bitch was in the bricks when I was selling white. Killers on level 4 with no parole, that's facing double life. Broke it out, the bitch was in the bricks when I was selling white as hands up.
We ain't into that. You niggas ain't about a bag, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. That bitch don't fuck it over, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas ain't on the block, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't into that.
Niggas know me, been off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, back.
Oh man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My 9th and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't into that. You niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't into that.
Make sure you put him down, never leave a witness. No love for the suckers, never on forgiveness. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big. Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hold something. Ooh.
Y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV. Sit there and live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing. That's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell. That's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
BFG 300 shit. Let's stick to the money conversations as of lately I've been reaching. Blew the bag to get them cases closed, dismissals and repeated. I paid the cost to be the boss. It's only right a nigga beat it. Lately battling against the odds and sucker shit. No, I can't be with. I've been broke before, got rich, the most see money coming leasy. Niggas switch up on their gangsters, get painted on tall tees. And back doors been flapping up. Ain't no peace inside these streets. If my partner fuck with the suckers, then on my partner I might breathe. This Glock 30, hold 30 while throwing 30 while I squeeze and cupping please when they're a nigga like what the fuck you niggas think? Now I'm keeping gang business, they talk to hoes and the police. So what I took if you lost, you can't get back from biting cheese, nigga.
Hey, need a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang. On a bitch I'm getting to the cheese. And yo, bitch, pussy wetter than the 7 C's. 5-inch ARPs, we got 10 of these. Fresh nickel, two-tone with the lemon squeeze. Catch 'em up in traffic, yanking up on you niggas' cars. Let this smacker play through if we fuck with bars. It's BFG tackle game, we don't fuck with stars. Turn this block into a range if you fuck with ours. Chris and lubes on my feet, that was 3K. The bitch is broke on the trick, I'm on D-way. And I don't fuck with ghost Glocks, they got a delay. Heavy stepper in the game like it's EA. Smack a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang. That queso.
Y'all know I'm gonna run it again. Pussy wetter than the 7 C's. Yeah, nigga, what? Told y'all, nigga, yeah, this how we waking up, nigga. Yeah, this how we waking up, nigga. Gangland.
Alright. BFG 300 shit. Let's stick to the money conversations as of lately I've been reaching. Blew the bag to get them cases closed, dismissals and repeated. I paid the cost to be the boss. It's only right a nigga beat it. Lately battling against the odds and sucker shit. No, I can't be with. I been broke before, got rich, the most see money coming leasy. Niggas switch up on their gangsters, get painted on tall tees. And back doors been flapping open. Ain't no peace inside these streets. If my partner fuck with the suckers, then on my partner I might breathe. This Glock 30, how 30 while throwing 30 while I squeeze and cupping please when they're a nigga like what the fuck you niggas think? Now I'm keeping gang business, they talk to hoes and the police. So what I took if you lost, you can't get back from biting cheese, nigga.
Yeah. Need a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang. Tricking on a bitch, I'm getting to the cheese. And yo, bitch, pussy wetter than the 7 C's. 5-inch ARPs, we got 10 of these. Fresh nickel, two-tone with the lemon squeeze. Catch 'em up in traffic, yanking up on you niggas' cars. Let this smacker play through if we fuck with bars. It's BFG tackle game, we don't fuck with stars. Turn this block into a range if you fuck with ours. Chris and lubes on my feet, that was 3K. The bitch is broke on the trick, I'm on D-way. And I don't fuck with ghost Glocks, they got a delay. Heavy stepper in the game like it's EA. Smack a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang.
Let's get it in, gang, man. Come on, man. Hit that like button.
Kill you. You'll really lose your life in here. Me? Are you trying to provoke me? I'll kill you. You'll really lose your life in here.
Y'all dispatch.
Hi, I have a question.
Aisha Nelson's first 911 call came in just before 5:30 on June 22nd. She asks how to file a police report after she says her boyfriend threatened to kill her.
He do have possession of a gun that I purchased. He did take it. And I didn't make a big fuss about it, but since he threatened my life, he has the means to do it.
The dispatcher encourages her to go to a nearby police station and call from there to have an officer come out and take a report. He also reminds her there are local shelters she can stay at for safety. But according to regional dispatch records, she didn't call back until just after midnight on June 23rd. She asks for an officer to meet her at a Family Dollar so she could file a police report.
I don't want him arrested. I just want to make a report. Just in case anything does happen, because I'm going to protect myself.
I went out looking for something. that fellow's trouble.
There's only one way to protect the island.
Officers Santos and Moore were dispatched to a home around 1:50 a.m. on June 23 to respond to a report of a domestic dispute. They encountered a woman, 31-year-old Aisha Nelson, who was living at the home with her 6-year-old daughter and her boyfriend, Dante Hawes. The couple was in a heated argument in front of Aisha's daughter and Dante's 9-year-old daughter. Aisha was begging officers to make Dante leave the home and claimed he had been waving a gun around and threatening her life. The officers believed they had diffused the situation between the couple, then left. Less than an hour later, Aisha and her 6-year-old daughter would be dead. Welcome to Viral.
Man, I'm confused as fuck. We ain't even started this shit yet. And the first thing they come out their mouth is they came and thought they diffused the situation. They left. And not even an hour later, this lady and her daughter was dead. You see how quick that shit be? Motherfucker call the police, think everything supposed to be cool, everything supposed to be calm. Next thing you know, somebody dead. Hey, you in a situation, man, get the fuck on, man. Get the fuck on. Because it's staying to make it, you will end up like this, man. Straight up.
Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Dayton, Ohio. Aisha Nelson, a Dayton, Ohio resident, was originally from Newark, New Jersey. She graduated from Central High School in 2009 and joined the U.S. Navy shortly after. She was the mother to an energetic, fun-loving 6-year-old little girl named Harper Monroe. Aisha's main focus in life was her daughter, and she would frequently relocate to provide her daughter with a better life and educational opportunities. Aisha was in a relationship with 31-year-old Dante Hawes. She met Dante while serving in the U.S. Navy and later decided to move in with him in Dayton, Ohio. Dante had a 9-year-old daughter of his own, and the two did not share any children together. The couple's initial fondness for one another was the reason they decided to move in together, but the relationship would eventually turn sour afterwards. The relationship quickly became tumultuous, with arguments and fights erupting between them. On June 23, 2022, at around 1:50 in the morning, officers were dispatched to the couple's home at 337 Burleigh Avenue to respond to a report of a domestic dispute. When they arrived, they first encountered Aisha, who started to explain the details of the conflict she had been having with her boyfriend throughout the day.
What I thought was a small argument, and he was like, "Get the fuck out! I can't wait for you to leave." I left for came back. He started arguing with me again. I went to the bathroom. I got in the shower. Got in the shower, and he kicked the door open. Now my daughter, she's here. Like, we just moved here. I came before my daughter. She came for the summer. His daughter is here too. So he kicked the door in while I was in there.
Hello. Hey, I called you, and she locked me in the basement.
Oh, you talking to her? I'll talk to you.
I got locked him in the basement, but okay. So he threatened me. He was like, I purchased a gun for the house because I just moved here last September. His daughter was here last year, and someone came through the block and shot every house up because they was looking for his cousin. His dad owns this house, that house, a house across the street, and a house down the street, I believe. But I was like, okay, so all right. Like, cause he just went upstairs. Like, I was sleeping upstairs, me and my daughter went up there because there's a door. So we had some privacy. He just kicked the bathroom door in. So he came up there. He started arguing with me again. He kept calling me, like, in front of my daughter. It did upset me. I'll admit, like, I said, get the fuck out of here. Like, leave me alone. So he went in the closet and grabbed the gun. So he was like, yeah, get out of my house. So I was like, Okay. Like, you know, just okay. Like now at this point, he got the gun in his hand. So I let things calm down like an hour, and I was like, "Are you going to give me my gun? Like, I don't care what you do with it, but you need to put it down. Like, give me my gun." So he was like, "My gun is registered in my name now." He just started arguing, and he was like, "You'll get the fuck out of here. I'll get my sisters and everybody to beat you up." And I was like, "You're not going to do nothing." He was like, "Matter of fact, get out." I said, "You can't put me out. I can't run here." So he was like, "You really willing to lose your life over a gun? Like, seriously? Like, you really trying to provoke me?" So I was like, "You know what?" Because he was drinking. So I just was like, maybe when he calmed down, because he's gotten upset before, but he never went to this extreme. I said, maybe when he calmed down, tomorrow will be a new day. But he just kept, like, he'll keep coming upstairs. If I'm in this room over here, I started cleaning it out so I could put a bed in there, we'll sleep in there. Like, he just was following me around the house.
This was still all last night.
This was last night. Okay. So today, we didn't talk much. Before he left, he was like, "When you getting out of the house?" I said, "I'm not leaving. I made up my mind." Because last night I was going to leave me at the hotel. He cut my credit cards off. He was like, "You leaving? I'm going to give me those credit cards." I said, "You're not getting nothing. I paid the balance on them." Today, he said, "When are you getting out?" I said, "I'm not getting out. You made it to where I can't get a credit card. I'm at to where I can't go get a hotel. I'm not getting out." So he was like, "You gonna be gone when I come back." And all of this is in front of my daughter. Like every other word is like that's how he's referring to me now. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He came back with his daughter. We was going back and forth, and I was like, "You can do and say whatever you want to me when it's just us here. But when we in front of my daughter, I'll go to the end of the earth for mine. Like, don't disrespect me in front of my daughter." He was like, "You getting out my house? Like, are you really trying to provoke me?" And every single time he's stepping closer and closer to me. "Are you really trying to provoke me? Are you trying to provoke me? I'll kill you. You'll really lose your life in here." He's like, "Matter of fact, I'll get my sister to whoop you. You're not from here. You're not about that. You're not from Ohio. Like, it's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. You're gonna get the out. Like, I'm telling you."
Now, look, gangland, you get situations just like this. You take a chance on something, man. You move out your comfort zone. You move to a alienated place that you're not from. You're not from out here, and people do shit like that. Ah, man, yeah, bitch, you ain't even from out here. Yeah, I had my sister come over here and beat your ass. Like, you ain't on that. You ain't on that. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that tapped into the clubhouse this morning. You know, shout out. We was having some good dialogue. That's what we came about with this broadcast today. You know, yeah. So they get you alienated. They get you by yourself to where, you know, hey, well, shit, don't nobody know this nigga. Don't nobody know this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, in my instance, man, nigga already knew what type of time I was on. Nigga, I was very much on that. Call anybody, brother, anybody, whoever, whatever the case may be. We can get on that. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, I ain't out here naked. You know what I'm saying? And you for surely ain't touching my scraps, period. So, nigga, if a motherfucker wanted to get on that, we could have got on that. But it's like, man, I got my sons with me. So it's like when you got kids with you, it's like she said, she got her daughter with her. She done moved hella far with her daughter with her. And this nigga over here disrespecting her in front of her daughter, calling her out her name and all this old weird shit. Like, nigga, you lame. Nigga, you lame. And it's like, man, she should have left. She should have left. She should have cut. When that nigga said he was about to do whatever, she should have grabbed her shit and cut. Grab whatever she could have packed up. Fuck all that materialistic shit. Grab whatever she could have packed up and got the fuck on. You see what I'm saying? Just listen to what she's saying. Like, she in the bathroom, the nigga breaking down the door. Well, nigga, where they do that at, bro? Crazy ass, weird ass nigga. You over here breaking the door down, blood? That's weird, my nigga. That's weird. The weird nigga activity, bro. That's not real nigga logistics. You constantly, you're provoking me. You're provoking me. This is a woman, and she's not a big woman. You see what I'm saying? So how can somebody that's like a Chihuahua saying the Chihuahua provoked the pit bull?
Oh, you think like nigga? Oh, you're provoking me, nigga. You way bigger than her. How the fuck is she provoking you, nigga? Obviously, you ain't on that. You telling her she ain't on that. She ain't this. She ain't that, nigga. Obviously, you ain't on that. Cause any real nigga from the street, nigga, ain't even about to be. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're waving a gun, bro. You're nigga lame. Let's get back into it, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We on this motherfucker. It's gangland.
You, what did he say? You're gonna get out, or you're gonna have to suffer the alternative, or something like that. The reason why I do take it a little seriously is because he had domestic issues with his daughter's mother, where he was convicted of beating her, and so for him to talk so loosely in front of my daughter, I don't want to take it seriously because we've been friends for so long, but I do, because he didn't start doing any of this until after he grabbed the gun, and this is the second he said 2 times, asked me, am I willing to lose my life? And I don't like that. I don't like that. He did talk to his dad. His dad just came, and I guess they drew the conclusion to call the police, but I had already called them since earlier, so.
You plan on staying here, like living here?
I pay this rent here. So I don't have family here. I don't have friends here.
Hear me out. I'm just asking if you want to be here.
I want to be here in peace. Like I told her, I called the police 2 times today already. I did try to do this discreetly because, like I told her, his dad owned about 3 or 4 houses on his block. His granny lived next door. Like I really didn't want to upset him. So I called. I let the dispatcher know what was going on. I let them know that he had already threatened me twice. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Like I told the dispatcher, like, I don't mind y'all talking to him. Yeah. I just didn't want to be around while y'all talking.
Right. So, listen, here's what I explained to him. Okay. You guys are adults. So, you're obviously both trying to provide a safe space for your children.
I don't think so, though. Because like I told her, he's walking around the house waving his gun that I purchased. Like, he didn't start making any threats last night till he had the gun. So I told her I discounted it to the fact that he was out all day yesterday, had Taco Tuesday drinking. So I mean, I was like, maybe, if we go to sleep. But today he woke up with the same shenanigans. And everything, all of this is in front of my daughter. Like, that's the issue that I have. You say, like, we're adults trying to provide a safe space.
Well, I'm not
and
saying
he's
that,
not trying to create that environment for his daughter or
mine.
mine.
What I'm saying is, I was trying to make cooler heads prevail, rationalize prevail. And if this isn't a good situation for you, start to make a transition into
Well, he cut my credit cards off and cleaned out my bank account.
What I'm saying is, well, there's a will, there's a way.
Well, I mean, maybe he could go. But I pay the rent here. I have receipts. I've been paying the rent here since I moved here with no help from him.
But if you're going to continue to abide here, live here,
I'm not abiding by anything. I live here and I have the right to stay here peacefully without being threatened. I didn't make any threats to him. I didn't do anything to him.
Yeah, hear me out. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not trying to argue with you.
No, I'm not trying to argue with you, but I'm just trying to make sure you understand the situation.
If it's not a good situation, start making the process transition out somewhere else or do something else.
Did you make the same suggestion?
I told him the exact same thing.
Okay.
So,
the same thing.
What my partner's trying to say is that if you legitimately don't feel like this is a good living situation for you, then, like, for me, if I was in a situation that wasn't good for me, I would want to get out.
Okay, but hear
the
me
fact
out.
That you're saying, like, I'm going to stay.
I just got here. I don't have a relative's house I could go to. He wants to be here in the heat of this situation. Like I said, his dad owns 4 houses on his block. He could go to his granny house. He could go anywhere. You said cooler heads prevail. He's not trying to get out of this situation. He's trying to create an uncomfortable situation for me, to where not only can I not live here peacefully, but he's making it to where I can't even go peacefully because he took my money. He cleaned the account out. He cut off my credit cards. That's what he's doing. So what am I supposed to do?
The fact that this is a family member's house, like one of his family members' houses, he's not going anywhere. And they're not going to put him out and let you stay. It's just not. He
can willfully leave.
Right, but what, for the night? Are you guys going to stay together?
No, we're not together. That's it.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, if it was your family and your family's house, Are they going to put you out and let him stay?
No, nobody is going to get put out. Nobody's getting put out. But I'm like I explained to you, I'm not going to go somewhere and just pour all of my money into it. And he's personally exhausting all of my funds, which I didn't have an issue with it. But then it's like, once you drain me out and clean me out, it's like, okay, I don't know what fight I don't know if this is a financial thing for him or what, but now it's like, okay, now I'm going to create a situation to where I'm going to make it to where I'm not going to make you leave, but I want you to go. Like he asked me on the video, when are you going to leave? And he just keep doing that. But he's not creating the environment where I'm in other situation where I can leave. Not financially, not physically, none of that.
Right.
I can leave. I can go sleep in my car, but that's what I have. With a 6-year-old.
Yeah, and it's not an ideal
It
situation.
don't make sense. It's not.
It's definitely not ideal. But if there's a genuine threat, then.
But again, if there's a genuine threat, I have the right to go down there and file for a TPO as well. This is my dwelling. This is all I know. I'm from Jersey. I'm from the East Coast. I'm not even from here. My family is there.
Take it.
Like, I mean, because it's like
we're hearing you out, and I want to hear you out, but I also want you to.
I don't want to. I'm telling you, I really don't want to go that route to where it's like another restraining order, another legal issue for him, another nothing. But he's continuing to threaten me in front of my daughter, and I'm not going to say let me let him run me up out of here like he ran the last girl up out of here, because all the threats with I'll get my sister to whoop you and all of that, I'm not going to have it. This is where I stay. If you're going to pose a threat, you can go. You could go in handcuffs, or you could go. But like you said, oh, this is his dad's house. I have this right, though. And I'm not about to let him abolish my right. I have the right to be here.
Body camera footage from the police revealed that the officers interviewed Aisha and Dante separately, and both acknowledged they had been arguing, and both decided to end their relationship. In the footage, Aisha informed the officers that Dante had a firearm and requested that they make him leave for the night. The officers didn't ask either of the two to leave the home, but instead directed Dante to stay in the basement for the night. Convinced that they had diffused the situation between the two, the officers left. On Thursday, June 23, at approximately 11:45 a.m., Dayton police officers were called back to the home for a welfare check, which was requested by Dante's father. According to the father, he received a call from his son that he had shot his girlfriend multiple times during an argument. Then he took his 9-year-old daughter and dropped her off at an occupied residence owned by his father.
Regional dispatch.
I need somebody to come over and do a wellness check.
The first sign of concern came from a call to regional dispatch. A worried caller unable to find his family at a home on Burley Avenue in Dayton.
Do you think something happened?
I'm not sure. I just opened the door and just screamed everybody's name. No one's answering.
Dayton police responded just before noon. That's when they found a woman and young girl dead inside the home. Major Jason Hall says DPD's homicide unit was immediately called in, and police believe a firearm was involved.
It's not common that a welfare check results in this type of situation.
The 911 caller told the dispatcher there may have been an argument at the Burley Avenue home the night before.
My granddaughter said the police were here last night, so that's why I'm worried.
The dispatcher says police were called to that address. Hall says DPD will be checking into any prior calls to the house.
We are in the initial stages. Once again, that will be part of the investigation into what had occurred in this tragic incident.
It's sad to come home and see this.
One neighbor says while he didn't know the people who lived there very well, they were quiet.
But I might have expected it somewhere else, but not like literally right across the street, and not from them.
Upon arrival, several units discovered the bodies of a woman and a little girl in the basement of the house. 31-year-old Aisha Nelson and her 6-year-old daughter, Harper Monroe, were identified by the Montgomery County coroner as the victims of the double homicide. The suspect, Aisha's boyfriend Dante Hawes, was nowhere to be found.
Man, look. Whew. First of all, the police, y'all police, Ohio. Well, I don't know what part of Ohio they was in, but y'all motherfuckers ain't shit.
Sure the fuck ain't.
Y'all did. Oh God in heaven.
I mean,
And
I
y'all
mean,
supposed to just put her in
check this
harm's
out
way.
though.
They put her in harm's way.
But she wasn't leaving. She said she wasn't going nowhere. They couldn't make him leave.
She like, see, look, this what happened. That same exact thing happened to me. Motherfucker called the police. Motherfucker called the police.
Mm-hmm.
Police came. Well, sir, can you move? Can you like leave or go somewhere? Look here, bro. Nigga, I'm from Oakland, California. Nigga, I'm from the Bay Area. Go where? I don't know a motherfucking soul out here. Nigga, go where? Go where? All right, well, shit, nigga, I'm sitting in the living room, bro. Like, I'm in here with it. Like, all right, well, shit, you sitting there since you can't leave. You know, just sit in the living room, whatever. And good night. As I'm sitting in the living room, hold on, look. As I'm sitting in the living room, here come this monster waving a hammer, throwing shit, breaking shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like they told her to go in the house, go ahead and go in the house. But yet, what this nigga do? Come in there with that gun. He come in there with that gun, waving that gun. What happened? A few hours later, she ended up dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why when y'all leave and go to other states and counties, have you some backup money, because you don't know. You have to. Your life is nothing to play with. Have your backup, because people can flip on you when they get you to a secluded area.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what abusers do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's messed up. I wish she would have just said, take me to a shelter. I know she didn't want to go, but I wish she would have, at that point. She knew he was crazy because he beat his other woman that stayed in that house.
Look at this square ass nigga. Nigga, you ain't on that yourself, nigga. Oh man, this Ohio. I had my sister. Nigga, you can look and tell, nigga, you lighting the ass, nigga. You can look and tell, nigga, you ain't did nothing to nobody, none, nigga, out there in Ohio, nigga. Shout out to my niggas out there in Dayton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my niggas out there in Youngstown. You know, shout out to my niggas. Yeah, man, come on, man. Niggas are some real niggas out there, man, in Ohio, fucking around. And not, and they don't look nothing like you, sir. To my real nigga from the trenches out there. Like you could tell, like, look, your mama and your family own the whole block. We know your square ass ain't doing that, nigga. You one of them type niggas. Yeah, man, this is my daddy house. But my granny own the house next door. Then my auntie and them, they own the other house next door over there. Like nigga, y'all family own the whole block. Nigga, square ass nigga. Shut up.
Emotionally handicapped. Like I said, you can look at them and tell it's some emotional problem for you to kill a little girl and then the mama.
Come on, man.
But he took his own daughter somewhere else.
Come on, man. You gonna kill another little girl, but then save yours though. But killing it, like, bruh, the psyche that you gotta have to kill a little girl like that. Like, first and foremost, nigga, them two murders was your first and your last, nigga, because you ain't no street nigga. You could tell that nigga ain't never did nothing to nobody. You ain't never tossed no lead at no nigga on no type of pavement, nigga. Flat out, you could tell, nigga, you ain't built for it tough like that. You could look at him and tell he's not built for it tough. This nigga's a weird ass nigga. Ain't no way a woman like in my case, a motherfucker had some shit and they were mines. She didn't buy shit. They were mines. I didn't sit there and be like, you know what? Since I got this, you know what I mean, I'm about to take this motherfucker and go in and kill this bitch. I didn't do that. I got the fuck on. Why? Because can't no woman, I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker do. As long as they ain't putting their hands on you or spitting in your face or some old weird shit, it's like, bro, anything else, bro, you can go ahead and brush that shit right on off. So it's like, man, for him to pick up a gun, not saying he should have hit her with his hand, but I'm just saying though, bro, like if anything, bro, you would have thought nigga would have picked up his fucking hands or something and hit her. this nigga gonna pick up a gun and kill her. Like, you gotta be some type of a weirdo, bro. You lame as hell.
But my thing about it, Ryan, she knew he was crazy. He had beat the other girl to death. Well, not to death, but beat her up.
Oh.
She said that.
And still stayed.
But okay, but at the same time, don't they got this man on paperwork? Why police ain't did nothing? If both of these women is calling and saying this man is abusive to them, why this shit ain't on paperwork?
Because she was defending him too at the same time. Now, if you listen to what she said, I don't want him to go to jail or nothing. But, you know, she was word playing. The police can't do nothing with that. Take his ass to jail. This nigga got a gun. If you gonna tell it, tell it.
Right.
Then she say, yeah, that nigga, I can't go nowhere because he depleted all my funds, nigga exhausted all my funds. But you know, he been doing that though. I was cool with it. But you know, it's like, damn, so you was cool with the nigga taking your money and shit? Like, you saying you cool with, like, nigga, this nigga's a bum. This nigga's a bum.
But she don't look like she was no pushover. I can't say that because she was about to get active with the police. Like, I need you to understand.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know how that went. She went down in the basement, looked like. Then they say they told him to go in the basement and stay there.
Yep.
Yeah, they told him to go in the basement. So how did they end up in the basement? You went down there arguing with that nigga.
Yeah. It's crazy. She just should have left for the night. Gave that nigga time to get his head right or whatever. If his mental to come down. And she said he had went somewhere and she thought it would get better the next day, but he woke up on the same thing. So what? He was drunk the night before? Like,
I don't know, man. Like, this shit, like, this nigga is like, when I say a fucking dummy, you gotta be some type of dumbass. Like, it's like, come on, man. Arguing, like, the arguing is like, to be in a toxic relationship like this is like, man, you gotta motherfucker, obviously you want to die because you ain't watching the signs. And once a motherfucker, it'll take a split second, a motherfucker kill you and then be like, man, I'm sorry, I wish I never did that. Well, shit, wish you would have, could have, because now motherfucker dead and gone.
Ryan, I'm not like blaming her, but do you think that women can say some things that hurt a man's soul the way he just can't take it no more?
I mean, nigga shouldn't even be that, like, nigga, words cut deep, but at the same time, it's like, who the fuck, like, bro, you soft ass nigga.
Yeah.
So, be like, man, you know what? Hey, man, if that's how you feel, then maneuver. Beat your feet. Don't fuck with another motherfucker. Like,
He must have had to play this, but it ain't funny, but she probably turned him out. I don't know. For him to
Something that nigga in love. She meant to lick his booty hole or something.
hell nah.
Something. She done said something. What did you say down in that basement? I mean, what happened? You were supposed to be upstairs, man. Like, I wish she would have left, but some women just stubborn, and you know you're dealing with a fool or somebody got signs of a mental issue, and you still play with it. In 1 minute, you dead. So he had to leave and take his daughter somewhere and come back.
He didn't want to start around that shit, old coward.
Yeah, I think he dropped off his daughter first and then came back and did that stupid ass shit.
Wow. Premeditated and all.
Yeah, that shit, like, come on, man. How in the hell, like, and for one, like I said, that's why I picked that story, because it was like, damn, bro, that shit crazy. Like, it's like to a T what happened, but a nigga escaped. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not about to sit here and let a motherfucker keep arguing, throwing shit and doing all that weird shit. I'm about to make my great escape, nigga, maneuver. And the nigga did how he's supposed to and got the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you don't know what the fuck where a motherfucker psyche is to where you laying down, they all of a sudden want to stab you and shit while you laying down, or nigga do some other weird ass shit, or try to poison you your food and shit like that. Like, they trying to get a nigga up out of here. Like, it's time to go.
She said she had no family there, so I had to call my family. I know you don't want to call your people, but I would have had to call my family.
Like, damn, somebody would have to been called.
Right.
It's sick.
That's so sick.
So did he go to jail?
Hold on, we about to get back into it. Hold on.
Found. Police quickly started an investigation as to how this tragedy happened, and they started their search for Dante. During the investigation, they learned that 2 officers had responded to a domestic dispute at the same residence involving the couple the previous night. They discovered the couple's disagreement began over a PlayStation game, and shortly after the officers left the residence, Dante shot and killed Aisha and her daughter. Police proceeded to search for Dante, and as they were investigating multiple locations, Dante was found dead from a gunshot inside a vehicle in Falkville, Alabama. He fatally harmed himself.
Man found shot to death this afternoon in Falkville. The Morgan County coroner identified that man as 32-year-old Dante Hawes. Hawes died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was a suspect in the murders of 2 people earlier today in Dayton, Ohio.
As detectives continued their investigation, they discovered that Aisha made several 911 calls on June 22, begging for help, saying her life was in danger. Aisha's first 911 call came in just before 5:30 p.m. She asks how to file a police report after she says her boyfriend threatened to kill her.
Regional dispatch.
Hi, I have a question.
Aisha Nelson's first 911 call came in just before 5:30 on June 22nd. She asks how to file a police report after she says her boyfriend threatened to kill her. The dispatcher encourages her to go to a nearby police station and call from there to have an officer come out and take a report. He also reminds her there are local shelters she can stay at for safety. But according to regional dispatch records, she didn't call back until just after midnight on June 23rd. She asks for an officer to meet her at a Family Dollar so she could file a police report.
I don't want him arrested. I just want to make a report, just in case anything does happen, because I'm going to protect myself.
The dispatcher says she'll send an officer to the Family Dollar. About 20 minutes later, Nelson calls dispatch back, concerned because she saw several officers rushing to another scene.
I do know that they all went to a call. As far as like how long it may be that they're on that call, I don't know because I just don't have any details.
Nelson tells the dispatcher she will make the report in the morning. She's concerned about waiting too long with her 6-year-old daughter in the car.
You guys have my calls recorded. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I do realize that Dayton does have a short of police officers.
She asks the dispatcher to have officers call her if they can meet with her and plans to go back to the house.
I just don't want them to show up at the house.
Right.
I don't want to upset him.
I will go ahead and let them know that. Okay.
That was the last 911 call she made. Her boyfriend, Waverly Halls, known as Dante, then called dispatch just after 1:30 in the morning.
My girlfriend in here acting crazy and tore up the house. I just wanted to get out the house. I don't want no problems.
Dispatch records show police responded to the call just before 1:40 and left about an hour later. Dayton Police Major Brian John says no report was filed and no arrests were made. He believes Hawes shot and killed Nelson and her daughter, Harper Monroe, about an hour later.
Aisha and Harper's family has taken legal action against the city of Dayton, its police chief, and 2 police officers, arguing that the deaths of their loved ones were avoidable. The lawsuit claims police failed to protect Aisha and Harper from physical and emotional harm, resulting in their needless tragic deaths. The lawsuit alleges that the Dayton police officers who arrived at the Burley Avenue residence did not adhere to the department policy when they responded to the domestic incident. The suit seeks changes in the department's procedures for investigating such claims to prevent similar tragedies in the future, as well as hold them accountable for the deaths. They feel that at a minimum the policy should have required one or all the parties be removed from the residence. According to the lawsuit, the police officers who responded to the Burleigh Avenue home did not adhere to the appropriate protocols, conduct a thorough risk assessment, or investigate the domestic violence claims and threats of violence. Furthermore, it claims that the city has not provided sufficient training and supervision to its officers in dealing with domestic violence cases. What happened to Aisha and her daughter was a tragedy. This senseless act of violence destroyed many lives and could have been prevented. My condolences to their friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.
Wow. So he killed himself. I knew he killed himself. I figured that.
Yeah, he couldn't live with that. He know what he did was wrong.
Over a PlayStation? Oh,
Right.
Lord. Yeah, that was already built up energy. Yeah, she did say she wanted to make a police report. She probably did feel like she could shoot him first.
I would have off top. Shit. This nigga already aggressive. I wouldn't even give him an opportunity. Especially if he already threatened you. Cause you already warned the police on what happened and what's gonna happen. So and then they still didn't do nothing. Yeah, she did tell him don't arrest him, you know. She just was making a police report. But at the same time, on that police report, she said he got my gun and whatever.
But my thing about it is a police report. Do you know now, for me being in prison, the women, a lot of them did make police reports when they plan on doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Their time got cut short in certain instances because they did make a police report. They still got time, but it wasn't as much because they had it on the record. So when she said that, actually, I see what you're saying. It did make it seem like I'm just putting this on the record because we don't know like who she is either. Really, like he called one time and he said she tearing up the house.
Man, that nigga's a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, of course, for killing her and her daughter. I ain't saying that. I'm
And
just
calling the police.
more to how this shit could have escalated.
Like, that shit happened to me. Nigga, I wasn't about to call no motherfucking police. Nigga, I ain't calling no motherfucking police.
He said, I just want her to leave.
Like, come on, man. Like, make this make sense, man. Motherfucker, you gonna call the police and they like what happened was she said, hey, he said he was gonna kill me. And then you can hear every bit in her voice. She knew she was gonna die when she said,
yeah.
You can hear every bit in her voice. She knew she was gonna die when she said, man, well, he kept saying he gonna kill me and do I want to get my life taken over again? And I don't like that. I don't like that.
She said she gonna protect herself too. She was
But
letting know.
because she kind of knew that she was gonna pop his ass.
Yeah.
She kind of knew, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm fed up. You know how when you got your mind made up, it's made up. So she like, I ain't gonna lie. The next time this nigga put his hands on me or rush me, I'm gonna pop his ass. Because that's why she bought a firearm in the first place. And law enforcement had failed due to the fact that soon as she said, hey, I bought a firearm, it's my firearm, he has it. What do we have it now? I don't know. Where is the firearm? He has it. Okay, go and get that firearm. Hey man, where that firearm she said that you got?
Exactly. They failed.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Y'all should have pressed that issue instantly. Well, where that gun at? Because how the fuck he still got it after y'all left? She just said he threatened to kill her with her own gun, and y'all ain't even asking where the gun at.
She talking about I bought a gun for the house.
Well, that
Like,
was a wrong decision right there.
make this make sense, man.
Shooting
Like,
up the trailers and stuff. Well, not trailers, but my bad, not trailers. But people had been shooting up the house. So
yeah.
what really going on in that area? What it's
Cause
just
that nigga said like his cousin or something had some motherfucker shooting at the house.
Mm-hmm.
the whole block was on one then. But the neighbor said they was quiet. So that's Uncle Jim just coming out there want to be on the camera. Just want to be on the camera. I never would have expected that. My goodness.
Yeah, like that shit right there is just crazy as hell. Like, come on, man. How many times you can hear in her voice she knew she was gonna die. You can hear in her voice. She knew she was gonna die. Now did
That's
she
the
know?
sad part, cause you heard it. Her, like she had that trembling voice. Like you could tell, like she knew something was gonna
I
happen once it
don't
was
like
over
that.
with. Yeah. At the end of the day, I just felt like I just wish she would have just left, regardless of the fact of her paying the rent there and all that. Sometimes
Uh,
it's just good to just give up that shit and just say, you know what,
just see.
that was her opportunity to leave right then and there. It's
Exactly. And her mama on there now, and she got family. It looked like you got
right.
family.
Yeah, that was her opportunity to leave. And if she, like Anonymous said, people gotta take their own accountability. Like that was her way of leaving. She should have took that opportunity, but instead she wanted to stay there. It's like that. That's toxic. That's toxic. If you got the opportunity, whether you like that opportunity or not, to fucking leave, leave. Because that right there could have been the best restart of her motherfucking life if she had just left.
Yep. He had been disrespecting her in front of the child. So yep.
Right. That's what I'm saying. At this point, it's okay. It's okay to lose sometime. It's okay to take a fucking L sometime. But it's not okay to lose your life over something petty or senseless that you could have prevented.
And what he do with the credit cards? What is up with these people and credit cards lately?
She said he turned them off to where she couldn't use it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a sign of control. You feel me? And I know she probably done asked that man many a time, could you know what I'm saying? To probably want to take his name off of there or whatever. And he probably refused. That's a sign of control. Anytime you ask somebody to take your
Uh,
name off of something and they refuse, that's a control. That's
yep.
a control.
Yep, it is. You're right, mama. There's
Shit,
somebody trying to
people,
hold on to you or keep you in a position where you move
yeah.
on.
That's a sucker move to me, man. If a motherfucker don't want to be with you, let a motherfucker move the fuck on. It's okay. I'm ready for that shit to be okay and motherfuckers be on good terms than ended up and shit like this.
But Ron, you was right. I don't know how she thought she was gonna stay in that apartment with that family on that block like that.
Exactly.
Real talk. That's what I'm saying. It was best for her to fucking leave. So what? You pay rent there. You could go get another place and pay rent there too, as well.
Exactly.
The fuck? Get that shit up, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you in this place. Cause that's what basically what he was using it for. To what? To pay the fucking rent or do whatever in the house. That's why he was treating her. That's nothing. You
Yeah,
gotta pay
childish that
attention.
is over a damn PlayStation game. Like,
Yes.
look, this
Yes.
keep it off for real.
He wasn't even paying shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm so everything was on her. And look how he treated her. She was doing everything. And look how he treated her. Still dogged her out. Still sitting up here beating on her and all that shit. So
Beat
it's like, I don't know. Did the man beat her?
him. I just think the nigga.
Well, he did something to the last girlfriend, didn't he?
Yeah, the last girlfriend he beat on her. She said he not gonna do her like that.
Oh,
He
okay.
had her mind up, nigga never.
Oh, okay. And that's why he killed her. Cause you know why? That one right there put up a motherfucking fight, and he wasn't going for that, and he wasn't for to get his ass beat by a female, so he took her out.
I don't know why her ass went down that basement.
She
Why
shouldn't
was
die.
her
Yeah,
daughter down there?
right. The fuck?
I would have been upstairs with the room door locked.
She probably was arguing. She probably was arguing down there, and then he shot her. And then the daughter probably came in there like because she heard her mama down there fucked up. She
Yeah,
came in there, then he killed her.
might as
That's
well you too, little dumbass. That's how you know what I'm saying. Panic, then drove somewhere and shot herself.
and then drove somewhere and shot her. He a coward.
Right.
And you be like, nigga, you killed two niggas
He
and
feel
now
like,
you on the way
oh,
too.
where am I gonna go? I done killed somebody. This nigga had to be thinking, what am I gonna do? He probably went crazy and just, pow, just. Why did you drive off? Where you thought you were gonna go? I be thinking like that. Like, nigga, what was really going on in your head after you did some dumb shit like that? Like,
Yeah.
what he thought he was gonna get on the highway and just drive somewhere?
See, this the thing, right? Well, motherfuckers, I told like, hey, look, all these stories we be watching, you got motherfuckers that be like, every nigga on here said once was like, all right, yeah, I love you, I love you, I love you. These niggas, ain't no way you can love a motherfucker to kill him. You supposed to nigga, love me enough to leave. Nigga, don't love me enough.
Hell yeah. That's my shit. I love
My
you enough to
motto,
leave your ass the fuck alone.
love me
I don't
enough.
give a fuck.
And
My peace is everything to me. I don't give a fuck.
this is like in the
Run.
it
I'll
sounds
let
like
that
the
shit go.
whole situation was toxic. Why did you
It
go in
was.
there? You know this nigga done beat his ex. She stayed in that same house. I'm not gonna move in no house with no other niggas stay. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I don't see how females do it. Like, oh, I come stay in there now. She gone. You and that's just me. But I'm not finna go stay in no house another woman was in.
Mm-mm.
And then if the daddy owned the place, how much rent is you really paying?
Shit depends on shit. The son wasn't paying that shit.
Like for real, don't kill me, nigga. Don't take me like nigga from my motherfucking kids, nigga, because you got a problem, nigga. Love me enough to let me get the fuck on. You hear me? Love
Right.
me enough to let me get the fuck on, man. Because like it's like to escape when you know you're leaving and you don't know how this motherfucker might act. It's like it gotta be precise. It gotta be the right situation to get the fuck on. Because you got some motherfuckers that do be trying to look and find motherfuckers like, damn, this motherfucker that he looking for this person, like, damn, and now he done found her. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, how many movies we done watch, motherfucker? Like, damn, he done found her. Fuck, motherfucker done changed their name. They where they live, motherfucker done changed. Nigga, they job, like.
Yep, this internet dating is weird as hell, man. For real, like, you got a choice to move to another state with somebody you really don't know like that. The signs are there, but you can't see them or you're not paying attention. It's not like
Yeah.
you live in the same city. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Nope. People crazy.
Nah, hell yeah. Like, I didn't know motherfuckers had child neglect on their record. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know motherfuckers had child neglect on their record. You think a motherfucker gonna go live with a motherfucker with child neglect on their record?
Nope.
That's just like having child endangerment. That should be crazy.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Make this
But
make sense.
I told my story. I told my story about what happened to me, and where they try to put on me that was dismissed, destroyed, and sealed because of a lie. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't tell that part about you. But the only way I would have knew it if I grew up with you or lived in your city or knew somebody that knew somebody. So my bad. I didn't know. Yeah.
That nigga's a fucking coward. He's a fucking coward because when you ultimately look at the whole situation, it's like, bruh, you like, okay, you beat up. It's like on Friday, he was like, man, you heard what we did to the last security guards. You know what we did to the last security guards. Nigga, what did you do to the last security guards?
Right.
I still don't know, nigga, till this day, nigga, what the fuck they did to the last security guards. Nigga, what the fuck did they do to the last security guards? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, and it's like, shit, okay, man, he beat up the last girl, did this. Okay, well, what really happened with the last girl though? Like, what really happened? That's probably some shit he just saying or whatever. Like, but what really happened? Like, what really happened? I'm confused. What really happened?
When next door to grandma's house, she would have told her everything.
Grandma stay next door. You think she ain't heard all the records?
Yeah, grandma already been looking out the window with a glass on.
Yeah, grandma know
oh
everything.
my
There he go
God,
again,
Bobby
but
Lee.
another
I
guy.
don't know why he keep. Girl, why don't you just leave,
Baby?
I love the old people.
I heard some fussing and stuff. Are y'all all right, baby?
Yep.
Y'all all right, baby? I heard some fussing and stuff. Y'all got Granny over there nervous and shit. Well, y'all come in. Y'all ain't cook. Come over here and get some of these beans and hot dogs.
Why grandma talk so? Why she talk so slick?
Cause she high off the meds.
I can't with him.
Granny off the meds. She out the meds. She said, "Well, y'all
know, my aspirin don't kicked in, baby.
My blood pressure medicine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
then once they get in front of them, now I heard y'all over there arguing and shit.
Y'all know the
it's not doing that in front of them kids.
In front of them children.
Y'all better not be doing that in front of them children.
Talking about then when they try to call you and they be like, come here, damn, what child, what is your name?
Girl, child, come here.
Old people always fucking up somebody's name. Like, what's that? Snap Doggy Dog? What's his name?
You know my name, my real name Adrian. So my grandmother is Asia. Asia. Man, Asia.
Come on, who the fuck is that?
Asia.
Right.
Asia.
Yeah, that's my jam. Play that Lupac. Who that? What is that? Lupac. That Lupac. Oh, Tupac, my bad. Call them Lupac and shit. Like, who the fuck is Lupac? I heard of Tupac. Who the fuck is Lupac?
Right, Lupac.
Telepenograph. Telepenograph. Talking about Teddy Pendergrass. Telepenograph.
Damn. Old people always butchering some shit.
They don't care. They got older. They don't care shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I know. I know somebody must be smelling their musk coming in my goddamn house, smelling like that tweed.
Talking about woo.
Tweed.
You talking about they be here doing the most fucked up side effects about woo. You better get the hell up out of here.
Ooh. Ooh, child. What you smell like?
Now y'all get y'all goddamn ass on my goddamn back porch smoking that tweed, but not come here smelling like no funny cigarettes.
Tawana.
No. Y'all better not be out there smoking that Tawana out there.
Tawana.
Right.
Back in my day, I used to smoke that Chihuahua. Back in the
Oh, yeah. They swear they can fuck some shit up.
They can though. Catch me at
Oh,
the right
brother.
time, I'll be hollering.
Yeah, on the real, like, but yeah, that situation right there, man. I know Granny ain't a witness. Granny ain't witness none of that bullshit that was going on. And then it showed that. And then look, why would the daddy say, "Hey, can I get a wellness check at my home?"
What kind of bullshit is that?
Because the nigga said, "Hey, daddy, I'm gonna kill his bitch."
Man, he went in there. Daddy went in there. He went all the way in there.
That's what he said. He said, "Nigga," he said, "Hey, pops, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm about to smoke her." And then he like, "All right, I'm about to send a wellness check over there." Like, and then it's like, bruh, what type of nigga is you? Like, nigga, if you own the home, why you're not just letting them get on their feet? You know what I'm saying? Like, she already like just moved out there, same instant, already just moved out there and put money on the bills. She like, man, I pay rent here, I pay this, nigga, I live here. Fuck is they talking about? They can't make me leave. I just moved out here, way from fucking Jersey. So how is it that y'all gonna tell me I gotta fucking move and I pay rent here? Me and my daughter is here. And see, like I said, man, she should have been more on her feet because she got a little girl with her. And that little girl ultimately, nigga took her demise with her mother.
Know the daddy probably bootleg, Section 8, all that right there on that block. Family members. No
Like,
good. Slumlord.
Like, come on, man. Like, nigga, you over there charging them. She just got out there, but she paying rent. Then she like, man, yeah, he been taking all my money. And I wasn't even tripping off of it. But you know, he had been taking my money. And now
I would have been tripping off of that first, man. I would have been tripping off of that first. Nigga, you trying to take all the money? You trying to trap me?
Yeah, motherfucker can't show a cash app or nothing, nigga. Motherfucker with, oh man, well, I sent that nigga 500. I sent that nigga 600 here, 1,000 here. Motherfucker can't say nothing. Like, oh man, yeah, man, motherfucker. Yeah, you can't. That's why I say, man, we got proof right here. We show receipts. Motherfucker sit there like, hey man, what show means of taking this woman money? So she can't do shit, so she can't leave, so she can't get the fuck away. And that's what they're trying to do. They'll think you broke, want you to be broke, and basically like a motherfucker said, "Oh, that nigga talking shit like he ain't got nowhere to go or something." Like, nah, nigga, right is right and wrong is wrong. You ain't about to be talking to me fucking crazy. That don't got nothing to do with what roof was over my head. Like, oh, nigga, you better basically, nigga, not say nothing, nigga. Either talk shit and be the fuck up out of here, or keep quiet, nigga, and have a roof over your head. Like, nigga, what? I'm gonna talk shit every time. I'm gonna talk shit every time. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, especially when you get motherfuckers that's non-confrontational. You get motherfuckers that's non-confrontational, motherfuckers sitting there trying to sit in the living room, not say nothing. Here they come fucking with you. Here they come fucking with you. You excluding yourself out the situation, and here they come fucking with you.
Word of advice: leave a quiet person alone. Because they will kill your ass.
Fast.
Really fast. My grandmama told me that years ago.
Or beat your ass to death. You feel me?
Either way, you're dying. Leave them alone. I don't know the situation of this, so I really can't judge it. All I can say, that was some punk shit he did when he killed the little girl and her. But far as the situation in their household, it sounded toxic from when she moved here. Like, why would you? And then you saying it's okay that he take your money, your cards, and That's not okay. Baby
Right.
girl, no.
That's like he's isolating her inside the house to where she won't have no outside contact with nobody. And that's not cool.
I mean, she could meet the police at the store and stuff. I mean, she wasn't that isolated.
Well, at that point he didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because he trying to look like he was the good person and she was the bad one. You know what I'm saying? He tried to play that role. When they play that role, that's what happened. So that was that. Like I said, that was the opportunity for her to take that shit and run with it. Because he finally let you out the house.
I don't know. She looked like she didn't play no games. Like he probably had a fight on his hand though. I don't unless he just pow her. She looked like she was gonna go down for hers. Just by listening to the way she talked. I don't know if that's just me hearing it, but the way she talked like, hey, I'm trying to get y'all to see and understand where I'm coming from. I pay rent here.
Right.
Like, so
But you see, that didn't matter because what happened? Did he still go anywhere? No, even though she said, I don't want you to arrest him. You know, I mean to arrest him. You feel me? So
if you will notice that police, when they have to go into domestic violence situations, they say those are the most dangerous situations to walk into. Because they don't know who gonna flip or who gonna kill who.
On the afternoon of July 11th, 2005, Brittany Lortz, an 18-year-old recent high school graduate, was found by her stepfather, Reginald Weeks, lying dead on her bed in her Salisbury, North Carolina home. The cause of her death was a stab wound to her neck. Initially, investigators suspected a failed robbery as the motive for the crime. However, as they dug deeper into the case, unsettling revelations and shocking family secrets began to surface. What events led to Brittany's tragic fate? What dark truths lay hidden within her family's past, waiting to be exposed? Hi friends, and welcome back to Mysterious 7. Today, we're looking at the case with insane twists and turns of Brittany Lortz. But first, if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider hitting the subscribe and like buttons. So without any further ado, let's dive right into this twisted mystery. Salisbury is a city in North Carolina that has a population of more than 35,000 residents. Located in Rowan County, the city is steeped in rich history and boasts of stunning architecture, streets lined with unique shops, and a thriving art scene. From the Railwalk Studios and Gallery to the vibrant Salisbury Historic District, there's something for everyone to explore. However, in this city, a tragic crime unfolded. To understand the full story, we must first travel to Forsyth County, North Carolina, where it all began.
It is time.
Brittany Lortz was born on May 7, 1987, in Forsyth County, North Carolina, to Roderick Lortz and Angela Vontina.
She was something special. Everybody around her knew she was special. She had a heart of gold. She was an angel.
However, as time passed, Brittany's parents' feelings for each other changed, and they eventually went their separate ways. The reasons for their breakup are still unknown. Angela, Brittany's mother, went on to marry a man named Reginald Weeks Jr. Angela, together with her mother and stepfather, lived at 916 Scales Street in the town of Salisbury, Rowan County, North Carolina. Brittany's biological father, Roderick, remained a constant presence and continued to play an important role in her life.
I was always close to her. Took her to the park, took her out, we went to eat. I did father stuff, you know.
Brittany attended North Rowan High School and had a busy life during her time there. She took on various roles, such as being the Sunday school secretary, singing in the youth choir, and serving on the junior ushers board. In May 2005, Brittany proudly donned her graduation cap and bid farewell to North Rowan High School. At 18 years old, she planned to attend Rowan Cabarrus Community College in the upcoming fall, and later transferred to North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University to study education. She had a dream of becoming a teacher. However, before college began, Brittany decided to find a job for the summer. She wanted to stay busy. It was an opportunity to earn some money while preparing for her educational journey. Brittany embraced the summer job, dedicating herself to the tasks at hand. Each day she worked diligently, knowing that this experience would contribute to her personal growth and resilience. Now, Brittany had a half-sister named Asti Loritz, who was the daughter of her biological father from another woman. Despite having different mothers, they shared a strong bond and were very close. On June 19, 2005, which was Father's Day, they decided to visit their father, Roderick. Asti, who was then 15 years old, lived with her mother and stepfather. During their visit, both girls had a day filled with fun and adventure. It was a carefree and enjoyable day. Little did they know, amidst their laughter and excitement, that they would never see each other again. On the afternoon of July 11, 2005, a terrible incident happened in Salisbury. The police department received an urgent call reporting a stabbing at Brittany's home.
Now, on, do you have an emergency? She's not breathing. We don't know what to do. She's been stabbed.
Within minutes, Officer Brent Hall arrived at the scene. Emergency medical services were already present, and a few concerned individuals stood outside the house. Officer Hall entered the home and made his way to Brittany's bedroom. He carefully observed the distressing scene before him, taking note of every detail. She was on the floor next to her bed, and it was obvious that she was dead. Officer Hall noticed that she was still dressed in her pajamas and had bloodstains marking her neck. The urgency to understand the situation compelled him to inquire about the location of her stab wound, which the emergency medical services workers confirmed to be her neck. Seeking answers amid the chaos, Officer Hall turned his attention to Brittany's stepfather, Reginald. Reginald, who was accompanied by his father, explained how he'd come across the devastating sight. He and his father had stopped by the house at 4:15 p.m. to retrieve some work documents when they discovered Brittany bleeding on her bed. Together with his father, they did their best to perform CPR until professional assistance arrived. Officer Hall recognized the severity of the situation and promptly called for additional support from investigators. Investigator Stephen Holmes from the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, along with a team of colleagues, swiftly arrived at the scene. Without delay, they began their examination. Starting with the front door, the investigators found no signs of forced entry. However, upon entering, they discovered a disheveled interior, suggesting that it had been ransacked. Proceeding to Brittany's bedroom, they were confronted with the sight of her lifeless body, marked by visible ligature marks encircling her neck. Investigator Holmes also noticed a wire hanger nearby, which he suspected may have caused the marks.
There was a hanger found in Brittany's room. The hanger was unbound, lying on the floor. To our eye, it seemed as if the hanger could have made those ligature marks. It appeared as if Brittany had been both strangled and stabbed.
There was no immediate evidence to suggest that Brittany had been abused, as she remained fully clothed. As Investigator Holmes tried to piece together the puzzle of Brittany's tragic demise, he considered the possibility that the crime might have been a failed robbery. However, he couldn't ignore the fact that nothing seemed to have been stolen. A computer stood untouched, and the family's valuables, including credit cards and jewelry, remained undisturbed. The ransacked state of the home suggested that someone had been searching for something, but what that something was remained a mystery. Undeterred, the team of investigators then embarked on a thorough search of the premises, hoping to find a weapon that could provide vital clues. However, their efforts yielded nothing. Following this, they then decided to collect several items for further examination. This included an answering machine, bedding, a cell phone, checkbooks, a coat hanger, a computer, a jewelry case, and other miscellaneous objects. Additionally, they gathered blood, fibers, fingerprints, and hair samples from Brittany's bedroom. They hoped that every piece of evidence they collected would play a crucial role in helping them understand what had happened. With their tasks completed, the investigators made the difficult decision to remove Brittany's lifeless body from the scene. Her delicate form was transported with utmost care, destined for the autopsy room.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first. Watch.
Less than 24 hours after Brittany's death, investigator Holmes and Detective J.D. Barber conducted interviews with her stepfather, Reginald, and her mother, Angela. They sought to piece together the events of that tragic day. Angela shared her work schedule, explaining that she'd been at her job from 7 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. She'd returned home around 4 p.m. Attention then turned to Reginald, Brittany's stepfather, who gave a heart-wrenching account that painted a picture of profound loss and unimaginable pain. He told investigators that he departed from home on that fateful day at approximately 7 a.m. to work at a job site on Bourbon Street. From there, he went to another location on Pinewood Avenue to repair a bathroom. He revealed that he then planned to meet with a woman named Amanda Scott, who needed work done on her home. But before he did this, he and his father went to his home to retrieve some documents. Reginald's account continued with the haunting discovery he made upon entering the home. He'd noticed that the drawers and computer stand were opened, and this had prompted him to call out for Brittany, but he got no response. He said his apprehension grew as he approached her bedroom, where he found her lying motionless on the bed. With disbelief and anguish gripping his heart, he tried to wake her up, only to notice a wound on her neck. He instinctively cried out while cradling her to his chest. The sound of his distress reached his father, who'd been sitting outside in the truck the whole time. It was at this moment that Angela returned from her day of work and was confronted with a scene that would forever haunt her memories. Reginald's explanation appeared credible. It was also bolstered by his willingness to cooperate fully with the police. He even volunteered to undergo a polygraph examination. Satisfied with the information he provided, investigators then turned their attention to Brittany's biological father, Roderick. However, their inquiries soon cleared him of any suspicion, as they discovered he'd been out of town during the time of the incident. With no immediate leads to pursue, investigators embarked on a tireless mission to gather information from the neighborhood where the crime had occurred. Door to door, they canvassed the area, seeking anyone who might have witnessed or heard something unusual on the day Brittany died. Interestingly, some residents mentioned glimpsing a man running between houses on that day. However, no one had taken a good look at him to be able to provide a detailed description. Despite this setback, investigators remained steadfast in their pursuit of justice. They were driven by the desire to bring closure to the grieving family affected by the devastating loss. As the investigation unfolded, the results of Brittany's autopsy were revealed, shedding light on the details of her death. It was determined that she'd been strangled with a coat hanger and rendered unconscious, but ultimately, it was the deep stab wound to her neck that proved fatal. Surprisingly, there were no signs of defensive wounds on Brittany's body, and no foreign DNA was found on her. However, during the examination, a concerning discovery emerged. She had an injury on her private parts. The medical examiner, while performing the autopsy, speculated that it could have been the result of consensual activity. This revelation took the police down a different path, leading them to consider the possibility that Brittany had engaged in an unconventional and potentially dangerous intercourse involving strangulation. They began to theorize that her death may have been an accident, where a planned rendezvous went horribly wrong. The idea that whomever had killed her had panicked and manipulated the crime scene began to take shape in their minds. With this startling twist, investigators knew that untangling the web of secrets surrounding Brittany's personal life would be crucial in solving the case. Their investigation soon led them to a young man simply identified as Terry. He was someone Brittany had dated before she died. As the authorities sat down with Terry for an interview, they could sense the weight of sorrow and genuine grief in his eyes. Terry revealed that he'd been in a relationship with Brittany for several months, but their paths had diverged 2 weeks before her death when her family embarked on a vacation. He also gave them the location of where he'd been on the day of Brittany's death. Following the interview, the investigators carefully analyzed Terry's account, seeking to establish a timeline of events and discern any potential significance. His immediate cooperation and evident distress struck a chord within them, leading them to believe that he had no involvement in Brittany's death. Yet the questions remained. Who else could hold the key to the truth? And what secrets lay hidden beneath the surface of Brittany's seemingly ordinary life? Amid swirling rumors, suspicions began to also focus on another man named Jerome Buckler. He was Brittany's ex-boyfriend. He had a troubled history and a criminal record, making him a potential person of interest. However, when questioned by the police, he displayed intense emotions and willingly offered to undergo a polygraph test. He also provided hair and blood samples, all in an effort to prove his innocence. As the investigation continued, a series of intriguing developments emerged, adding further complexity to the case. Investigators learned from Angela, Brittany's mother, that Brittany had undergone an abortion 5 years before her death. Although they attempted to uncover the identity of who had impregnated her, Angela became guarded and refused to provide any additional details. Due to this, the investigators fully turned their attention to Angela and Reginald. They managed to acquire photographs of the couple's home that were taken the day of the murder. And upon careful examination, they made an intriguing observation. Reginald had appeared in some of the photographs, and detectives noticed something significant. His shirt did not have any bloodstains. It was a detail that contradicted his claim of cradling Brittany in his arms. This was because if he'd actually done so, his shirt would have been stained by her blood. This inconsistency raised doubts about the truthfulness of Reginald's account and placed him under closer scrutiny as a potential suspect in the case. Investigators then carefully reviewed Reginald's claimed schedule to verify his alibi. He stated that he left home at 7 a.m. on the day of the tragedy and went straight to the job site, not returning until later. However, they soon discovered that his claim was false. They managed to locate 2 witnesses who reported seeing Reginald turn back and return home shortly after leaving. These witnesses also remembered seeing Reginald at his house during lunchtime, and he appeared to be distressed. Intrigued by these findings, investigators decided to look into the woman, Amanda Scott, whom Reginald had mentioned meeting for repair work. However, they encountered difficulties in finding any information about her. There were no records or evidence to confirm her existence. Amidst the web of inconsistencies, detectives found themselves increasingly convinced that Reginald was responsible for Brittany's death. The pressing question that remained unanswered was whether the murder had been planned or if it had escalated from a heated argument. As their investigation unfolded, evidence emerged suggesting a troubling and strained relationship between Brittany and Reginald. Asti Lortz, Brittany's half-sister, disclosed to the detectives that Brittany harbored a deep disdain for Reginald.
Brittany couldn't go anywhere. She couldn't do anything. She never really got to live her life as a teenager.
She described him as controlling, often forbidding Brittany from engaging in any activities outside the home without his supervision. Friends of Brittany also stepped forward, sharing their own encounters with her fears about Reginald. Disturbingly, Brittany had confided in one friend that she had been abused by him. However, when the friend expressed anger and threatened to involve the authorities, Brittany hastily retracted her statement, pleading with her friend to keep it a secret. These revelations painted a picture of a guarded and toxic dynamic between Brittany and Reginald, fueling detectives' growing suspicion that he played a pivotal role in her untimely demise. Investigators soon pieced together a chilling sequence of events that unfolded on that fateful day. They believed that on the morning of Brittany's death, a heated argument erupted between her and Reginald. In a moment of unchecked anger, Reginald lost control and resorted to drastic measures. He forcefully restrained Brittany on the bed, using a coat hanger to tighten his grip around her neck. As the tension escalated, Brittany lost consciousness. Panicked and realizing the gravity of his actions, Reginald chose to end her life by stabbing her in the neck. Driven by fear and desperation, he then staged the crime scene to obscure the true nature of his monstrous act. In a disturbing twist, he inflicted a wound upon Brittany's private parts. Also, by ransacking Brittany's room and the rest of the house, he aimed to create the illusion of a failed robbery, further muddying the waters of truth. Armed with all this evidence, investigators confronted Reginald. But despite their allegations, he maintained his innocence. Throughout the ordeal, Angela stood by her husband, unwavering in her support, despite the mounting evidence against him. Both Reginald and Angela, now aware of the storm gathering around them, quickly sought legal counsel. Following this, investigators tried to obtain blood and hair samples to solidify their case against Reginald. However, the couple adamantly refused to yield. It was only when a judge intervened, issuing an order, that Reginald was forced to comply with the authorities' demand.
Hey, it's Adam from StreamYard. We have an exciting new feature to announce called Green Room, which is now available only on the business plan.
Finally, on August 12, 2005, investigators executed a search warrant, taking Reginald into custody and charging him with first-degree murder. It was a significant step forward in their pursuit of justice. The community watched with bated breath, anxiously awaiting the unfolding of the truth. A couple of days after Reginald's arrest, a preliminary hearing took place. During the hearing, the judge informed him that he could potentially face the death penalty. Days soon turned into weeks, and on October 19, 2005, Reginald was released on a hefty $350,000 bond. However, his newfound freedom was short-lived. The wheels of justice continued to turn, and on February 2, 2006, he was once again apprehended, this time on an assault charge in regards to Brittany's case. The community watched in disbelief as he was released on an even higher bond of $500,000. From there, the legal battle intensified, dragging on for months. In 2007, Reginald made an Alford plea, a decision that allowed him to maintain his innocence while acknowledging the overwhelming evidence against him. The plea deal presented an opportunity for him to avoid a potentially harsher sentence. He pleaded guilty to reduced charges of second-degree murder and second-degree assault. In 2008, Reginald was sentenced to a maximum sentence of 11 years and 8 months in prison. He was released on probation on January 20, 2015, as part of the plea agreement. Finally, in March 2015, he walked out of prison a free man. The conclusion of his incarceration left a bitter taste for those who mourned Brittany, as the punishment appeared lenient in comparison to the profound loss suffered. The case of Brittany Lawrence remains a haunting tragedy, filled with unanswered questions and unsettling revelations. May her memory serve as a call to action, urging us to be aware of the signs of abuse, to offer support to those in need, and to strive for a world where every individual can feel safe and valued. But as we conclude this chapter, one lingering question persists. Why did Angela, Brittany's mother, choose to stand by Reginald despite the evidence that pointed towards his guilt? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.
Damn, North Carolina, what the fuck going on? North Carolina. What the fuck going on? Like, shit. So, in this case of domestic violence, what do you do when the aggressor is your family? What do you do? What do you do when the aggressor is supposed to be this person that's supposed to be raising you? You know, what's the like? How do you go about that situation? How do you go about that situation? That's creepy as hell. That's creepy as hell. Like how do you get when it's this type of domestic violence? How do you get in North Carolina? What's going on? I say North Carolina. What the hell is going on? Shit is crazy. Shit, all I know is that yeah, that nigga wilding out. I'm talking about completely.
Hell yeah, he wild out. The fuck?
Yeah, that nigga like when first and foremost, what's going on with the mama to where you're not even on your daughter's side? Was it a situation where you thought, oh, you trying to fuck on my husband? So was it that type of situation? You see what I'm saying?
That was wow.
Oh, you trying to fuck on my husband? Man, he lying to her. Yeah, she tried to push herself on me. Then she picked up a knife. Come on, man. This shit is sad. How many people out here, like you got to think, man, these is kids. Like this last piece of content we played, this was a little girl. And then like he went right under their nose for hella long. Cause they at first had said, all right, he's a person of interest. Now they like, nah, he ain't no person of interest. And then they had to double back and be like, wait a minute. If this nigga said that he was holding her while she was bleeding, why there ain't no blood on this nigga coat?
Did he change the coat?
Nah, that nigga just ain't never had no blood on his coat. That nigga lying. That nigga lying. So for that nigga to do it, like, you niggas is real life sick. Like, best believe he did some J-Cat ass shit. To where she could have, man, been not fucking with that nigga.
Right. And she, you know what? Like they say, love don't have you know, sometimes people can't see it. Love is blind.
Yeah, man, like, how in the hell, like, you slit her neck. he slit her neck and sexually assaulted her.
And impregnated her, right?
He and that's who probably got her pregnant. You see what I'm saying? That's who got her pregnant. So the mama over there tripping like, she probably put it on the daughter. You trying to fuck on my husband, and he done got you. You done got yourself pregnant. She could have been on some shit like that. She could have been on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this shit crazy. Like, nigga, how the fuck? Like, nigga, no telling for how long this shit been going on. And this motherfucker chose to take a hanger and strangle her with the hanger. This shit is stupid. Like, man, when it come, like I said, when it comes to domestic violence, how do you get yourself out of a situation like this when it's your own family?
Yeah, how do you? I want to know too.
Nah, for real, because this shit getting out of hand, man. Like, nigga, I wonder, like, especially like I say, the mama, like, she seemed like she didn't give a fuck about her daughters.
Right, right.
That shit senseless as hell. I know, we done ran a few stories where the father was doing stuff like that, and that shit's sickening.
It showing the fuck is. It's like, man, how can you explain this? It's like, it's just weird. It's just weird. The people just be weird in their own goddamn way. Weird.
Let's say Kimberly Red. Well, why she even had him around her daughter for real, for real. Like, you gotta watch, like, you bring your kids around somebody and they don't got that, you see what I'm saying, that connection. It's like you sit there and tell, like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it, because the motherfucker ain't it supposed to be instant off the dribble. Saying if it ain't like that, nigga, like some motherfuckers let them around their kids and they be like, oh yeah, they ain't really fucking with them, but they still fucking around with you're stupid, you're weird.
Right.
Like what is this?
Should be crazy.
Let me see what Percy say. Silently set up your exit strategy. That's how.
That's in all situations. It's just, you never know.
Let me see.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
Nah, yeah, like and it be happening to what they say. They say every 9 seconds some domestic violence shit's going on, and you got some individuals like if it's domestic violence going on, they take some places they taking one or the other. They don't care who it is, man or female. Somebody going to jail tonight. Like, and then you got some places where if they call every time the man going to jail.
I don't know. It all depends on how it is in the situation when the police arrive. Like, if the police arrive and you are hyphy and doing this, doing the most or whatnot, police gonna take your ass. When the whole time it could be the other person. And then the other person can be hooping and hollering, doing the same thing, and or y'all both out there hooping and hollering, and now they sitting back trying to really figure out like who should we take to jail. You know what I'm thinking? And then I think in that case, that's when they fuck around and take both of y'all asses to jail.
Damn, gang, this shit crazy. I wonder what made the police double back on the daddy though. Like, what made them double back? Like, his story being wasn't adding up.
Mm-hmm. They had that, people be having their little shit. Some probably just popped in their head, was like, you know what? Let's go back to the daddy house. Cause something the daddy had said probably didn't make sense, or it made sense to them. You know what I'm saying? Cause when sometimes when people is talking to certain people, people know how to talk in codes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can catch that shit right then and there, and sometimes you gotta drive off and think about that shit, and then be like, oh, that's what. So that could be something too.
Shout out my nigga Stash Low Main in the chat. We
What's
got
up,
Grady.
Stash? What's up, Stash?
Oh man, we got Grady in the chat. Miss Cynthia in the chat. Salute.
Salute.
Speaking of my nigga Stash Low Main, what's up with Remy Ma though?
Right. Is she really cheating? Not Remy.
Remy Ma. What's going on?
Not Remy. I don't believe it. I won't believe it until I already see this shit in like
Oh,
full flash. I gotta see it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, 'cause it was man, I've been rooting for them for forever. And it's like it's team them. And for her to be the main, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I'm like, damn, not Remy Ma. We gotta get into it, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, slap that notification bell every time we spin through the block. Y'all gonna spin through it with us, man. It's gangland, man. We gotta see what's going on with Remy Ma. Man. Remy Ma, I know the fuck you not cheating after that nigga just held your ass down. The fuck?
Right.
When I was like, this is more important. I need to focus on my wife. And I just visited her every day. And she used to tell me, like, yo, you can't do this. You got to focus on your career. And I was like, yo, I don't care about that.
Papoose finally opens up about Remy Ma cheating on him. Yes, you heard that right. So settle in and let's spill the tea. Papoose has decided to speak up about the traumatic incident and shed light on this difficult chapter. As you all have heard, Remy Ma has cheated on Papoose with Easy, the block captain. Papoose, the husband of renowned rapper Remy Ma, has recently opened up about the struggles their relationship has faced due to infidelity. The once seemingly perfect couple has been put under the spotlight as Papoose reveals his feelings and experiences surrounding Remy Ma's betrayal. The love affair between Papoose and Remy Ma has been a roller coaster ride. Remy Ma and Papoose first met at an industry event in New York City in 2004 after being introduced by a mutual acquaintance, DJ K. Slay. They've been through it all, from conquering challenges to facing legal battles together. They were the pinnacle of a couple of goals. Fans couldn't get enough of them. However, it appears that no relationship is immune to scandal. Papoose and Remy Ma's relationship has been the epitome of love and loyalty ever since they tied the knot in 2008. However, no relationship is immune to challenges, and Papoose' recent confession sheds light on one of their toughest hurdles, Remy Ma's infidelity. The two met in 2004 and instantly built a profound friendship that has withstood the test of time even during Remy Ma's incarceration in 2008. The charges stem from a shooting in 2007. Papoose really loved Remy Ma. He had waited for her to come out of jail, which she exited in 2014. Remy Ma has reveled in the love and support she received from Papoose during her imprisonment. Following Ma's release, the couple married in a televised wedding ceremony. Remy Ma called the event the best day of my life. The hip hop couple has been married for over 17 years now. They also have a large blended family, and the couple has a daughter named Reminisce, who was born in 2018. The Castle Hill resident has an elder son named Janafi from a previous relationship. She is also the proud stepmother of Papu's three daughters, Dejanae, Shimel, and Destiny. This unwavering devotion only made the cheating allegations more shocking. Remy Ma did address the allegations with a tweet saying they were fake, but social media followers do not appear to be buying the hip hop star's latest tweet. Several internet speculators noticed Remy's most recent photo with Papoose was posted on March 6. This snapshot shows the two hip hop icons smiling together at the Bet Hip Hop Awards. Infidelity can break even the strongest of bonds, and Papoose had to deal with an emotional turmoil caused by his wife's betrayal. In his candid remarks, he shares the pain he experienced upon discovering the truth and the steps he took to heal himself and rebuild their relationship. Fans were also taken aback when Papu shared a touching Father's Day tribute with all four of his daughters, but Remy was nowhere to be found. However, one could claim that Remy is the one snapping the photograph. Furthermore, some viewers claimed that Remy and Easy were getting too close during their April visit on Fox 5 News, so there was always speculation and cheating rumors around the corner until Papoose himself addressed the matter. Papoose stated in an honest interview poured his heart out about finding Remy Ma's cheating was heartbreaking. It takes a lot of guts to be that vulnerable and to be talking about this matter publicly. He explained how distraught he was when he discovered her infidelity. He shared his emotions, speaking openly about how he felt hurt, betrayed, and utterly confused. I never saw it coming, you know. We've been together for so long and have been through so much. It felt like we were unbreakable. But then it happened. This revelation has pushed the pair to confront a harsh truth, putting their relationship at a crossroads. According to Papoose, an open interview was a key element in salvaging the relationship. The couple had to address the root causes of infidelity, confront their feelings, and work toward understanding and forgiveness. Papu's transparency reveals the importance of honest conversations in the face of such challenges. Papu's confession also highlighted Remy Ma's troubles while incarcerated and separated from her family. Papoose recognized the emotional toll it had taken on her as well as the vulnerability it had created. Rebuilding trust after infidelity is a difficult path, and Papoose acknowledges the difficulty he endured. He outlines his conscious efforts to restore both trust and respect, emphasizing the importance of patience, understanding, and continual improvement. Despite his difficulties, Papoose is a tribute to the strength of love and loyalty. Papoose' journey toward healing and forgiveness is an inspiring tale of resilience. He expresses the importance of self reflection and personal growth during the aftermath of infidelity. The path they took together to find forgiveness, understanding, and a renewed love for each other. Despite Remy Ma's infidelity and its devastating consequences, Papoose has emphasized his dedication to working through their troubles. He admitted that no relationship is flawless, and this insight only emphasized the necessity of communication and trust. Due to dissatisfied spectators, trouble quickly erupted as Easy the Block Captain allegedly grew too cozy with Remy. The top tier rapper has been a member of Chrome 23 for several years and is an avid fight rapper. According to an unnamed witness, their coziness irritated Papoose, resulting in their brawl. On June 18, an unidentified caller told the Star Report radio station, "I see Papoose and it was kind of like an aggressive motion." Papoose expressed his undying love for Remy Ma, stating that he is prepared to forgive and go forward with her. He is a great gentleman who has always stood by Remy during her difficult times and has finally come forward to forgive her. This shows that love can conquer all. Papoose has also been accused of cheating, which was denied. As the news broke, followers took to social media to express their shock and support for Papoose. There were many of Remy Ma's deeds that astounded people all over the world. Papu's choice to speak out about Remy Ma's adultery has given additional insight into the couple's difficulties. Despite the anguish and betrayal, Papu's dedication to their love is clear. This shows us that it is important to remember that every relationship has ups and downs. Fans from all over the world are rallying behind Papu's and Remy Ma at this tough time, providing words of encouragement and support. The couple has gone through many allegations in the past also, where there was a woman claiming she was pregnant with Papu's child and there were many allegations against him. But later, Papu's cleared it through an Instagram post saying the woman has been troubling him for years. Fans have decided to forgive Remy Ma and focus on restoring trust with her. She owes it to herself as well as our wonderful family. Papu's honesty in opening up about Remy Ma's infidelity provides a striking reminder that even the most celebrated relationships face difficulties. However, it is through open communication, determination, and a commitment to growth that couples can rebuild trust and emerge stronger. Papu's story will undoubtedly serve as an inspiration for others navigating the challenges of infidelity, proving that love can survive even the deepest of wounds. That's all there is to it, guys. Papu's discusses Remy Ma's cheating scandal. Relationships are complicated, and we never know what happens behind closed doors. But let us not forget to approach this subject with compassion and empathy. Life isn't a storybook, but love has an amazing ability to heal wounds. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like,
So it kind of sounds like she got a lick back for him cheating years ago. She should have cheated back then.
Oh man, Remy Ma just irritating me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, come on, Remy Ma. Like, this nigga done sat down and did time with you damn near.
Shit, the whole fucking time. Guess that's not good enough.
Yeah, gang. Like, Remy Ma should have, like, man, I know you ain't cheating. You supposed to be way more solid than that. Like, man, come on, man. But let's continue this conversation in the clubhouse, and we'll be back live later on. So y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back, man. Hit the link to the clubhouse is in the description. The link to the clubhouse is in the description. So yeah, man, y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's Gangland, man. I'll see y'all a little bit later.
BFG 300 shit. Let's stick to the money conversations as of lately I've been reaching. Blew the bag to get them cases closed, dismissals and repeated. I paid the cost to be the boss. It's only right a nigga beat it. Lately battling against the odds and sucker shit. No, I can't be with. I've been broke before, got rich the most. See money coming least. See niggas switch up on their gangsters, get painted on car keys. And back doors been flapping open. Ain't no peace inside these streets. If my partner fuck with the suckers, then on my partner I might breathe. This Glock 30, how 30 while throwing 30 while I squeeze and cupping please when they're a nigga like what the fuck you niggas think? Now I'm keeping gang business. They talk the hoes and the police. So what I took a few losses, you can't get back from biting cheese, nigga.
Hey, need a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air, that's how kite work, gang. on a bitch, I'm getting to the cheese. And your bitch pussy wetter than a 7 C's. 5-inch ARPs, we got 10 of these. Fresh nickel, two-tone with the lemon squeeze. Catch 'em up in traffic, yanking up on you niggas' cars. Let this smacker play through if you fuck with bars. It's BFG tackle game, we don't fuck with stars. Turn this block into a range if you fuck with ours. Christian lubes on my feet, that was 3K. The bitch is broke on the trick, I'm on D-way. Now I don't fuck with ghost Glocks, they got a delay. Heavy stepper in the game like it's EA. Smack a plug on the work, I can call heck. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. I watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang.
Niggas know me, been off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, man.
Bang, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My 9th and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't throw no blocks, we ain't in it.
Make sure you put him down, never leave him with it. No love for the suckers, never on forget it. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big.
Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hoe something.
Ooh. Y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV. Sit there and live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing. That's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell. That's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.